B-stand, but here we are. It feels like this season has flown by.
Yeah, Brian, on the one hand, the regular season can be a marathon, but on the other hand, when you really get into it and into that routine every night, it's over before you know it.
Certainly has been entertaining. Now the starting group for the visitors. And book it, Chanchar.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Diaz, guarded by Doncic. Inside, here's Hernan Gomez. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
That one goes. Count it.
And I love Doncic's shot selection. So smart at knowing when to shoot it.
Here's Diaz, guarded by Doncic. Fades back. No good there.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Chanchar. Pass to Doncic. And they doubled up Doncic. Clock at 4. Fires the 3. His shot comes out. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Diaz. Down low. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And look at how well Aldama moves, setting the screen, but then quickly moving into scoring position.
Pass to Doncic.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And this team's offensive catalyst, Doncic puts pressure on the defense every possession.
And the second free throw is good. Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Aldama outside to the inside. Hernan Gomez inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. First one falls for him. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Aldama. And it's tied up with that one. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Driving inside. Misses from short range.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
There's the triple. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Back to Doncic. 3-pointer. Nails it from 3. Doncic has got 6 points.
And look at Luka now getting aggressive at the arc. He was eager to answer that last three.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And he gets that one. He's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
To the middle. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And the first one at the line is good.
For the away team.
And so he hits both. Gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Rubio with the ball. Still no points. From downtown, he can't hit that time. So it's a tie game as we end the first. And quarter number 2 will get... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
They've got Ricky Rubio, Usman Garuba out there with Santi Aldama, and it's Hernan Gomez in at small forward. And the basket by Rubio.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Back to Dragic. Santi Aldama out there with Usman Garuba. Then there's Ricky Rubio, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3. And that goes out of bounds. Now keep possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Ooh, poked away. All right, let's take a moment to appreciate some of the NBA's toughest defensive teams.
Well, they allow the fewest points per game in the league. Sometimes that can be a factor of pace. But safe to say, when you're number 1, your team is elite at the defensive end.
Here he goes. To the wing, right side. Lets it fly from 18. Connects. The jumper drops. Stand back in your early coaching days, what was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice. Now here's Rubio. 6 on the shot clock. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession on Monday, and then on Tuesday. Here's Diaz, just 3 to shoot.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. Both teams deciding to change it up. And that's good as he hits both shots. And here's Doncic. He's got 6. Doncic throwing his weight around.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
And the shot goes. Hernan Gomez has got 6.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Now Doncic, give him 8. 3-pointer. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Well, you have to love the hustle to follow it up there. Timed that tip perfectly.
Guarded by Doncic. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Driving to the basket. The layup off target. Gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Dragic left side. Kicks it to Doncic. To the inside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And they came away with the win last time in large part due to their depth. Great game from their bench.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for Aldama. Here's Diaz, coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Releases. Chanchar with the rebound. Gone 4 for 6 here in the second. 26 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Pass to Hernan Gomez. It's good. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And Doncic launches from deep. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big time home court advantage.
And guys, let's take a moment. Appreciate you joining.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Pass to Chanchar. Down low. And they're on the break. Here's Aldama, and that one is hammered home.
Well, at nearly 7 feet, throwing it down is probably almost effortless for Aldama.
Here's Chanchar. Now here's Doncic. Inside. In the paint, Luka!
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Pass to Aldama. Now Hernan Gomez. Here's Diaz, guarded by Doncic. This one for 3. No good. Shooting has been great, 57%, and finding ways to score consistently. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. There's a screen. And the shot is good off the backboard. Doncic has got 12 points.
And their offense tonight is Luka, and more Luka. When he's on, it's an opponent's worst nightmare.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants to review the game plan. And now let's look at the leaderboard, specifically rebounding and who has been crashing the glass over the last month. Well, you look at Hernan Gomez, 5th in the league, a really strong rebounder.
He's just been incredible on the boards over the last month of the season. He's a guy who plays with such desire.
Rubio against Doncic. Here's the 3, and it's Rubio with the 3. 6 points for him. Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
And going right through the contact, Luka has tremendous strength, especially for a guy who handles the ball so much.
Here's Rubio. 6 points for him. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Diaz. And he lobs it up.
They keep capturing the lead and giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now here's Doncic. The three is up. Doncic, count it.
One this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Outside Rubio, pass to Aldama. And here's Rubio. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. 4 on the clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Doncic. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Pass to Aldama. Rubio with the ball. Back to Aldama. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. Here's Doncic. Oh, Doncic unfazed by the defense.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Here's Diaz. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Diaz, that's good. Diaz has got 5 points. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Up by 1. And when we return. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Usman Garuba, Santi Aldama out there with Ricky Rubio. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3. Yes, it's good.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
The shot by Rubio, no good. Shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Out to the right wing. To the inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Shooting 55% for the game so far. And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. They were encouraging their team to run, look for breaks. Coach wants to see them getting into transition more. Back to you, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Diaz, guarded by Doncic. And the shot's good.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got zero quit in them.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. That one drops for him. Doncic has got 22.
Yeah, from a tough spot on the floor, Luka's shooting ability on display right there.
With the step back. Aldama outside. Pass to Hernan Gomez. 5 to shoot. To the right side. Here's Diaz. No good from the wing.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Here's Doncic. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Santi Aldama. First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
With the all-around impact he makes, if he can stay healthy, Doncic could win multiple MVPs. He's got those special kind of gifts.
Can't hit the step-back J. Got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. "56 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter." That one's good for 2.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Diaz can't get it to go. "27 seconds left in the final quarter." Pass to Doncic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul.
And you can't let Doncic get this type of positioning, because then you're pretty much forced to foul him.
Doncic hits them both.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
Left side Rubio. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
Now for teams that find themselves far outside of the playoff picture.
It depends on the team, Kevin, but in my opinion, it's all about competing and building a foundation for next season. Use the time you have to consistently improve.
Now the starting group for the visitors.
Something Wagner continues to work on. It's huge when he's connecting from outside.
Inside. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Hits the three-point bomb. Wagner's got 6 points.
And every year it seems Wagner gains more confidence, and it's starting to show on shots like that.
To the middle. Here's Jokic. This is the baby hook. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. De Silva. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
There's a screen. Fires from deep. The three-pointer is right on target. 5 points in the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's De Silva. Clock at 6. Back to Schroeder. There's the triple. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game.
2 minutes.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Releases, and the jumper is good.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
.135 left to play here in the first. Jokic grabs the miss.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's guarded closely. Back to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, Jokic attacking the rim and brings it down hard.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Here is the 2K leaderboard. In the season's second half, these teams have been really passing the ball well.
Clearly, this group's on the same page offensively, and the chemistry continues to improve as well. The assist totals off the charts.
Here's Bonga. There's the pick to the inside. Picked off in midair. And here's the fast break. Here's Bogdanovich. Can't get it to fall. Pushing it up. Bonga, the pass to Wagner. Here's Bonga. We've got 28 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 6 to shoot. Seaman. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's his first trip to the line.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
And he's good on the second. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. With the crossover, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Team foul.
17 seconds left to play in the first. Now, here's Washington. T right on him. Drills the baseline jumper.
Hard to leave any player that wide open from that distance.
A good close contest so far as we finish the And when Buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
We've got Teodosic. He's out there with Topic, and it's Jokic in its center. Now, Washington. Here's De Silva. Pass to De Silva. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Teodosic. Good. Teodosic has got 5 now.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Screen by Hartenstein. It's rebounded by Topic.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release. A bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's De Silva. Still scoreless. Hartenstein against Jokic. Pass to Washington. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Jovic.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Now, here's Washington. Hartenstein with the screen for Washington. Pass to De Silva. Washington with it. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Washington's got his second bucket of the game to go. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, the teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
And he converts the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's De Silva. No scoring in this one. Wagner outside. Shoots the three. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Three-pointer. That one doesn't go. Gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Wagner outside. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Wagner's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bogdanovic for 3. That one, no good. Gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Wagner with it. He's got 12. There's the 3. No good on that one. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Up by 4. And now, thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent. Man, I know you love this big fella. No.
And now it's time to bring... And that about wraps it up.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, Franz Wagner displaying his skills today.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
At 46%, making some buckets. Heading underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
At the line for your home team, number 13.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And he can't hit the second. Wagner outside. Pass to Schroeder. And here's Wagner. Fires the three. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Now, here's Jokic. Fades and shoots. De Silva with the rebound.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team.
And here's a look at the stats for Dennis Schroeder. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. And ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from three, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Bogdanovich wide open. Drills it from outside. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far.
Trying to improve every year, that's the goal of anyone in the NBA. Bogdanovich has great fundamentals to be able to do that.
Wagner outside. Plenty of space. The shot comes out.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Two minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And the layup falls. He's got 11.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Schroeder up top. Nothing on the board. That's good from Wagner on the assist by Schroeder.
An explosive performance by Wagner tonight, showing just how dangerous he is when he's at his best.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's pop over to our 2K leaderboard to see which power forwards and centers have had the most productive last month offensively. Jokic is second.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
Well, you're building a team, the foundation starts here. Big men who can dominate a game offensively in the low post. Every franchise would like to have one, and this is the cream of the crop.
And that one's good, Wagner.
Well, we've seen Schroeder stepping up more as a distributor, leading this ball club now.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Bogdanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Giffey got it. Good job in the low post.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Tight defense on him. No good on the three. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Fires from way outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And while we can, now let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Hartenstein is out there with Wagner. Then there's Washington. And it's Bonga in at the 2. Teodosic, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down hard.
And the concentration from Jokic, spectacular, just shrugging off that contact.
Here's Bonga. Goes up on the high post. Right wing. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Jovic. Pass to Teodosic. Jokic a screen. Shot clock at 6. Back to Teodosic. Lets it go with a 3. Cans it from downtown.
That's a nice play. Getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Defense has got to be a little bit better, especially when he's looking to fire from that distance.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He told them they have to attack the basket. He said, we are settling for way too many jumpers, guys. Move the ball, push it inside, and make them defend in the post. It's time to attack. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And the shot goes down.
Such a sweet touch there from Jokic.
With the step back. And Wagner drives in. Good work there as it goes.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Pass to Jokic. The 3. That shot is off. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Wagner. That one goes in. Wagner's got 4 points this quarter.
Going on the attack there. Great effort from Wagner.
Been fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. 1:33 left to play here in the fourth. Fader on the way. Jokic, no good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but if it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Pass to Wagner. Here's De Silva. It's Schroeder, top of the key. To tie it up. The shot, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
The putback, Jokic on the foul.
Oh, we've seen this before. Jokic coming through in a big moment.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
That's the aggressiveness they want Wagner to have. Force the defender into a tough spot.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. He hits both from the strike.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You pretty much bank on these.
First team foul.
So they foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Wagner drives in.
Well, over 80% from the line for his career. You do not want to foul Franz in the act.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
There's Wagner with the 3.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
For the away team.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game. And here's Schroeder. Fires from way outside. Off target with that shot. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They seem to relish their role.
But, Brian, there is a dilemma to be worked out in these cases, and here's what I mean by that. Your team is now out of contention, but veterans, generally speaking, don't believe that, and they want to be competitive and win basketball games. In the meantime, the organization, from a broad perspective, is thinking, we've got to start to play the young guys so that they can gain some much-needed experience in big games. Tough situation.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Doncic. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, Doncic is used to and accustomed to all this contact. In fact, you get the sense he loves and relishes this kind of play.
Here's Papanikolaou. Here's Kalathis. Lets it go from 14. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Pass to Chanchar. Clock at 6. No good from outside. To the middle. Antetokounmpo inside. And it's going to be a 3-second call. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Back to Doncic. Pass to Chanchar. And here's Doncic. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, there's a mix of touch and power that Luka Doncic brings to the game. You can't take him lightly when he touches the paint.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Lays it up and banks it in.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
There's 1:34 left in the opening quarter. Down low. Here's Chanchar. Doncic outside. Fires it from 18. The shot, no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. From deep. That shot off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Kalathis, defended by Dragic. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Inside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
2 points. That one goes.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Shot from the wing. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And at the end of 1. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Here's Chanchar. Yet to see a basket. He got a piece of it, and they're able to recover. Here's Papanikolaou. To the left wing. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And he gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got his first bucket in this one. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Down low. To the middle. Here's Chanchar. Dragic right side. Cash money from 16 feet away. And there's the lob. It's stolen. And here in the second with about a minute and a half going by. Pass to Chanchar. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Now here's Doncic. Last game for him, he had 14.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
From 8 feet. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Beyond the arc. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now, his first miss. Gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Dorsey. Antetokounmpo with it. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
52 seconds left in the first half. And they doubled up Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. There's the 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Tough bucket. The Greek freak.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. To the inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And he drops it first.
Number 5, taking 2 shots.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul, first team foul.
The first one falls.
Number 45, taking 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
And here's Doncic. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. They're up by 5. All right, Allie's ready. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Well, I think for the home team, not a lot of games left. They're definitely a playoff team. Question, can they contend for a title?
Well, and now time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the home team.
We often talk about...
That does it for halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Here's Papanikolaou. The teardrop, and rejected. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. On defense, the visiting team. They trail by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. Great look there, but off target.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Pass to Chanchar. 5 on the clock. Now here's Doncic. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. High arcing shot, and he lays it in.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And if you're looking for proficiency in scoring over the last month, look no further than this group. Giannis Antetokounmpo on top, Luka Doncic 4th.
Each of these two have been awesome offensively during the last month. Both great options from the floor.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Pass to Chanchar, to the paint. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Here's Kalathis. Fade away. No luck on that one.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. To the middle. 4 on the clock. For the tie. The Luka 3. Money.
Fearless, as always. Doncic loves to fill it up from deep.
Here's Kalathis. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Good on the shot. Antetokounmpo has got 10.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Pass to Chanchar. And the layup is good off the glass.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Antetokounmpo inside. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Pass to Chanchar. Doncic on the wing. The baseline J. Drained it for 2 points. He's got 9.
Well, Luka Doncic always aware of what's going on offensively. Doesn't allow that dwindling shot clock to speed him up.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Antetokounmpo with it. Here's Papanikolaou. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
And here's Doncic outside, and the three-pointer goes. Doncic has got 8 points here in the quarter.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And we've just... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Second chance effort. Can't connect from short range. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
Defended by Dragic. Antetokounmpo, right side. With the second effort. Pass to Kalaitakis. And here is Antetokounmpo. The three. Sinks it from distance.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Chanchar. Doncic outside. In the paint, Luka!
Overall, their shot selection has been much better here in the second half. We'll see if the rest of their game follows suit.
Back to Antetokounmpo. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
First personal foul.
That one misses for Antetokounmpo.
The resume Giannis has built already is impressive, and he's nowhere close to being done adding to it.
2 minutes remaining.
Banked it in off the glass.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's Kalaitakis. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis using his size inside.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
Doncic left side. And that one is stuffed right through.
We've seen a lot of points tonight, but we've also seen a lot of poor defense as well.
That's unacceptable. The hustle and focus on that end is not there for either side.
And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Now here's Doncic. He's covered closely. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Oh, it's his 10th basket on 12 tries. You got to appreciate the efficiency here.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Here's Doncic. Money. And now they trail by just 4.
Luka Doncic is the option, folks. You see the trust they place in him and why.
And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Kalathis. Jonchar with a rebound.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Pass to Doncic. Oh, deflected. And here comes the break. Here's Kalathis. And yep, it's good.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. Oh, nails the triple!
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
The three-pointer off the mark. And so the home crowd treated to a win. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to...
Hottest teams in the league. They've been playing terrific of late. I'm looking forward to this one, partner.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Down low. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Diaz. Pass to Abrinas. To the wing right side. 5 to shoot. Here's Diaz. Lets it go from deep. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Jokic. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. And a little luck that time, but it drops. He has 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Abrinas. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Pass to Bogdanovic. Now Jokic. Back to Bogdanovic. Jokic a screen. Inside. And Jokic slams it in.
Quick reaction that time by Jokic. Very impressive. Good at rolling to the right spot after setting the screen and doing it quickly.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Diaz the pass to Abrinas. Hernangomez a screen. Abrinas with the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
They set the screen. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The baseline jumper goes down. Abrinas has got 5 now.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:02 left in the first quarter. Pass to Teodosic. Here's Petrushev. 5 on the clock. Jovic passes to Bogdanovic. No good on the triple.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Here's Abrinas. He's got 5. Pass to Rubio. Bangs home the trifecta.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They've been looking at a source in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Bogdanovic looking around. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And still a close game as the... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Here's Jovic. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. They've got Nikola Jokic. And it's Teodosic in at the point guard position. Pass to Hernangomez. Rubio with it. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 14. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Gutteridge, the pass to Teodosic. Here's Gutteridge. Here's Teodosic. Still yet to score. Shoots over Rubio. Teodosic, no good. We've got Teodosic, and it's Gutteridge in at the 2-guard spot. Rubio, the pass to Garuba. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Pass to Jokic. Here's Jovic. Hernan Gomez covering. Now, here's Jokic. He's covered closely. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, what are the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA and the play itself?
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You've got to be in great condition. But the speed and size of the players at the NBA level is unlike any other basketball you play. Everybody in the NBA is big and athletic. And things are just played and done at a much faster pace.
It's Jokic inside.
Jokic showing you the benefits of that work in the weight room, muscling right through the defender.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw, good. Jokic. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look here at the visitors. They're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. 1:53 left in the second quarter. Rubio outside. 20 feet out. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. .127 left in the first half of basketball. Clock at 6. Pass to Jokic from outside the arc. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Diaz. He's covered by Bogdanovic. Aldama can't hit. I think about 42% so far. The shot from 20 feet away. And no good. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Rubio, the pass to Aldama. It's to Diaz. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Pass to Bogdanovic. Here's Milutinov, fires the 3, and Bogdan Bogdanovic gets the 3. Bogdanovic has got his second bucket of the night. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. Got a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. Thank you, David, and we'll be back with the third quarter of action following halftime.
Please direct your attention to...
Take a look at the home team. They're holding steady near the top of the rankings. Definitely one of the better teams here at the midway point.
If I could highlight one area where they should spend more time, actually it's already painted. Get into the post, take easier shots.
Sounds like that'll do it for our show.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Bogdanovic really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Hernangomez out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Abrinas in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Going inside. Here's Abrinas. That's tipped. Outside, Bogdanovic. Lets the three fly. It's good from long range. Bogdanovic has got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is why Bogdanovic has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Abrinas kicks to Hernangomez. Fast break, here we go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play and attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And so he makes both from the line. And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And now we bring you the rookie leaderboard, featuring the NBA first-year players who have been dominant on the glass for the past 10 games and counting. And you look at Hernangomez, he does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league.
He's been playing some very determined basketball here lately. It's showing in those rebounding numbers.
Well, I love the way he pursues the 50-50 balls, goes really hard after those, and he's usually the guy who comes down with them. Yeah, I think determined is the appropriate word for him.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Outside, Bogdanovic. Lets it fly. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Bogdanovic has got 13.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Jokic sets the screen for Bogdanovic. Three-pointer. That shot misses.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. They set the pick. Fires for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Bogdanovic has got 10 points in the quarter.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Diaz, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
41 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside, Bogdanovic. Misses from short range.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Rubio, the pass to Diaz. 15 seconds left here in the third quarter. That one drops for him. Garuba's got his second basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Over to the left wing. Here's Teodosic, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Man, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Pass to Garuba. To the middle. Makes it off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Out to the right wing. Here's Jovic. Pass to Jokic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
To the inside, Abrinas. Here's Diaz. Now Hernan Gomez. Jokic grabs the miss. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jokic has got 6 here in this quarter.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He said to his guys, we need to push the pace more. Come on, guys, we're at our best when we're attacking in transition. Energy up now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Jokic. To the left wing. Bogdanovich with it. Fires from deep. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 4th rebound in this one. To the paint, Jokic with the steal. Outside, Bogdanovich. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Too big, too skilled. Jokic just methodically breaks you down. He's a very unique player.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Here's Abrinas. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Pass to Diaz. There's a screen by Aldama. They get it back. Hernan Gomez. Good defense by Jokic. Gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Inside, low block shot on the way.
Assistant
The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Here's Abrinas. He's covered by Bogdanovich. It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Yes, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Here's Abrinas. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Abrinas' shot is off, and that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the away.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead. 15 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A true thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Right down to the last bit of the season, Graham. What's the messaging like from coaches right now?
Well, BA, for teams that are in the mix, coaches are asking you to keep doing what you've been doing. But a lot of that extra motivation comes from your teammates and in the locker room.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Murray out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Trey Lyles. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Olynyk in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Murray. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
Yeah, how about the handles right there for Murray? I mean, that was filthy.
Pass to De Silva. Here's Wagner over Barrett. And it's Wagner missing. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. I asked Coach what the plan is for slowing down Jamal Murray. They said, honestly, it comes down to team defense. You need to be aware of where Jamal is at all times. He can light you up. But Murray also can dish it, so we have to be smart guarding him. Always a difficult task defending the talented Canadian Jamal Murray. Guys?
Allie, thank you. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Schroeder. Drops in the layup for 2.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Olynyk. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the bucket.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Here's Wagner, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Wagner's got his second basket.
Yeah, Wagner's showing he has the strength to beat contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Schroeder. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Schroeder's got his second bucket on the night. Gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Lyles. Outside Barrett. Launches it. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
3 points. You gotta like the quick decision-making from Barrett. Not even hesitating at all off the catch.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. So both teams making some changes here. And with 3 games remaining in the regular season, here's how the East stacks up. You take a look at the home team. Now in second, they look to be in terrific shape moving forward. 2 spots below. Now here's Schroeder. He's averaging about 6 points per game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And while we can, let's see which teams have been running the league's most efficient offenses.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
Washington's checked in for Bonga. Here's Brooks. Clark, the pass to Alexander Walker. They kick it out to Murray. Lets it go from deep. Knocks it down from distance. Murray's got 5 now.
So active on offense. Murray doing it himself.
Wagner outside. Pass to Schroeder. 4-3. He buries it from 3. He's got 7.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Murray. He's got 5. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Clark with a screen on Washington. Here's Murray. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Murray's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He could roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Leading by a point. We've got more. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Lugens-Dort out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Graham, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Good on both. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 2nd bucket of the night. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Hartenstein with a screen on Brooks. Pass to De Silva. 6 on the shot clock. Washington against Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it. Good.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shai in the league.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
All right, let's take a moment to have a look at which point guards have posted the highest scores over the last month. Second is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and of course Dennis Schroeder.
You know, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded offensive talents in the league.
Yeah, these guys aren't out there just to run the offense for their teams. They pretty much are the offense, and they can light it up.
Wagner's gone 2 of 5 tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. The 17-footer, and he hits the jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
Pass to Wagner.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's De Silva from the arc. Brooks with the rebound. 1:51 left in the second period. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Olynyk. From 13, SGA using that size.
Looks like he's getting warmed up. Much better efficiency here in the second quarter.
Pass to Wagner. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. The visitors with the ball. 3-point lead.
They won the last game against these guys because of their shooting.
On the wing, Murray, covered by Schroeder. Fader on the way. And that one comes up a bit short.
Great contest of the shot. Kind of forced him to fade back more than he'd like.
De Silva with the bucket. There's 57 seconds left in the second. Outside Barrett. Oh, great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line to try to tack on one more. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Wiggins, he's checked in for Dort.
Defensive foul. Johannes, number 9. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line.
The free throw drops for Barrett. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Drills it from deep. De Silva's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Barrett. It's not going to go for him. Gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Wiggins against Wagner. And down it goes. Jam that one home. Wow, 8 lead changes in the first half. Unbelievable.
Yeah, both sides digging in for what looks like a war.
Left side Murray. And he makes it. Murray's got 9.
He's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. They're up by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention.
And what he did to those defenders, you know they're in the locker room right now discussing ways to keep the ball out of his.
Okay, now we've got some time. That does it for halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
No good with a layup. Shooting very well, 62% and going right at the defense. Trey Lyles is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then it's Murray, then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. And Wagner gets it to go. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Schroeder. Pass to Lyles. Outside Murray. Shot clock at 5. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Here's the 3. De Silva with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Kelly Olynyk is out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Murray in at the 2 guard. Wagner inside, guarded by Barrett. And Wagner gets it to go. Wagner's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Pass to Lyles. The 3, Barrett. The shot no good.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
They set the screen. Wagner outside. Lets it fly. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Wagner's got 12 points.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Lou Dort, he's checked in for Lyles.
For the away team, number 13, Luguentz Dort.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes.
Pass to Barrett. Outside for Dort. Now here's Barrett, defended by Wagner. Olynyk with a screen on Schroeder. Just 4 to shoot. And down it goes. 2 points. 12 points for him.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. With the way they perform, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
And these point guards are making a big impact on defense. As we take a look at the steals leaders so far this season. Second is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, he's a pest. He gets under your skin. I mean, all these players have the combination of quickness and intelligence you want in a point guard.
Yeah, it's just not their quickness or their hands that have them at the top of the list. It's their defensive instincts that set them apart.
A minute 35 left in the third. Here's Schroeder. Drives to the hoop. Rebound by Olynyk. Gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Barrett. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Barrett. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
Back to Schroeder. Over Olynyk. Schroeder can't get it to go.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at that rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Dort, pass to Murray. Got it. Good job in the low post. Murray's got 11 points.
So much passion from Murray on that play. I mean, he comes up against solid defense, but he just wants it more.
Pass to De Silva. They double him with Olynyk. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And he lobs it up top.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. Up top, Schroeder, defended by Murray. Kept alive, Wagner, and he banks in the layup. Wagner's got his first basket of the night.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from him.
3/4 of play and a close one here. Leading by a point. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Wagner. He's out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Washington in at the 1 spot. Brooks, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Washington. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Here's Bonga, covered by Alexander Walker. Bonga, pass to Washington. Shot clock at 6. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Washington's shot is good. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Washington against Gilgeous-Alexander. Brooks outside. Goes up at the elbow. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Brooks has got his first basket.
A throwback wing. Dylan Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Wagner on the wing, guarded by Barrett. Wagner against Barrett. Puts it up from the high post. Rebounded by Lyles.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Yeah, just forcing his way to the rim. Murray knew his fate going in there and got rewarded with a foul.
He's off on the first.
Shooting for the away team.
Good on the second one.
And right about now, at this point in the game, there can be a massive difference between a 2- and 3-point advantage.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's De Silva. He's off on the layup.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Murray passes to Lyles. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. They kick it out to Murray. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this is why they go to Murray in critical spots of the game. He just knows how to come through. Ooh.
Barrett against Wagner. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
They needed that hoop from Wagner. Nothing phases him.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Schroeder. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Wagner, right side. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear where they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for it.
He connects!
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Inside. Money!
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
And you know Barrett wants the ball in his hands, especially on these big possessions.
Pass to De Silva, right wing. Here's Schroeder. Count it! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3!
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Now Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. Off with the layup.
It's all about getting a three right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
There's 10 seconds left in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter. The three, Barrett. Oh, no good! We're headed for overtime. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll be... Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Go. Schroeder finds Wagner. Out to the right wing. Outside Schroeder. To take the lead. Rebounded by Lyles.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, then it's Trey Lyles, and it's Barrett in at the 3.
Well, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Here's Wagner, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Nice play by Wagner. A really good athlete with excellent body control.
Free throw good, Wagner.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Olynyk with a screen on Schroeder. Gilgeous-Alexander, a good look. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now. Great action here if you're just joining us. About a minute into OT. And there's the drive. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
It's going to go on R.J. Barrett.
They're playing big inside. Wagner draws good contact.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Now Barrett to the inside. Olynyk passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. That one is off. Oh, nice D from Schroeder. Wagner up top, guarded by Barrett. They double him with Olynyk. Over to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Wagner. No one near him. Count that one.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Turning here to our analysts. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
And we know Murray can get it done in these big moments. I mean, he can be just fearless.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, leaving this one out of reach.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Lyles. And knocks down the 3. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Jokic. To the inside. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, always ready to get off a three of his own. That last bucket was just added motivation for Bogdanovic.
Now, here's Doncic. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Launches it, drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Chunchard. Doncic with it, beyond the arc. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Fires the 3. They get it back, kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Jokic sets the screen for Bogdanovic. Misses the chippy right there.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Pass to Doncic, and he makes that one. Doncic has got 5 now.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Jokic with the screen on Doncic. Good on the triple.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Stolen away, and they're on the break. And here's Bogdanovic for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Bogdanovic has got his second bucket.
Well, this guy will take any 3 he can get. You can't take Bogdanovic lightly from deep.
Back to Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw good from Doncic.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. 6 points for him. On the shot clock. Can't connect from long distance. Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Doncic against Bogdanovic. From 12 feet out. Basket counts. Doncic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, when you're hitting 3s early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with the free throw percentage hovering around 70, he knows he has to bring that up.
For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
At the elbow, Jokic. Pass to Teodosic. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Teodosic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Dragic looking it over. Out left to the wing. A floater. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Teodosic. Pass to Jovic. Takes a three. Chanchard grabs the miss. Outside Dragic. Over to the left wing. And that one's good. Chanchard's got 5 points so far.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
So both teams making some changes here. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Back to Doncic. Puts up a deep three. Missed it, shooting 50% and 3 for 6.
2 minutes.
Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Teodosic. 1:51 left here in the second. Hits it from three-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here's Doncic to the middle.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Down low. It's Jokic top of the key. Jokic a screen to the paint. A slam by Jokic.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
51 seconds left now here in the second. Doncic with the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Pass to Teodosic. From deep. Offensive rebound. Milutinov off target at the rim. Gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
And inside, Luka knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
Pass to Jokic. Can't hit that one. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up by 4. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
Okay, so now, that is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
A 3 from Bogdanovic. Has been sensational. 75% for the game. To the inside. Jokic with the steal. They're running. Driving in, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The passing ability of Jokic, the way he sees the floor, it's off the charts.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Blasic, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Jokic with the screen on Doncic. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Count it.
And when Luka sees the mid-range open up, he takes the shot, keeping things simple.
Pass to Jokic. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
With the drive, and the layup's good off the glass. He's got 15.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate.
Timeout.
Exactly when his team needs it.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Let's pause for just a moment to see the teams that have been extremely effective with their three-point shooting this past month.
Well, look, they've been great over the last month from 3. That is so important for their offense. Making threes opens up the entire floor.
Inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Nikola Jokic? Putting up about 10 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
Well, he is so unselfish. That's why guys love playing alongside him.
We've got 1:23 left in the third quarter of the game. To the middle. The tray. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
There's the pick. Pass to Dragic. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. .44 seconds left in the third. Back to Jokic. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Back to Dragic. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
To the inside. Here's Jokic. No good with the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And we've reached the end of the third. They're up by 5. And time for the... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
They've got Nikola Jokic, and it's Gutteridge into the 2. And that one's good, Teodosic.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
To the paint. And so out of bounds it goes. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Toby. The rebound by Micic. Shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Steps back. Teodosic, the pass to Jovic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Down low. From 7. Jokic grabs the miss. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to Jovic. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
It's good.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He knows every possession is critical now. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
Thank you, David. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. Oh, they get it back. Jokic with the screen on Doncic. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. 20 points for him.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Goes back up. The shot, no good. Good defense by Jokic. Inside, here's Milutinov. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
It's the first that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Here's Doncic. Pass to Chanchar. Doncic left side. The shot missing. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. It's deflected, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
6 to shoot. The 3.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
26 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Chanchar. From outside, off the mark. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily...
Stride.
Well, it's just awesome, BA, when players understand their role and how locked in that you can be. And there's a whole other level to that when you know going into any NBA contest whether or not you're going to win the game is dependent on what you do. And the opponent has no chance of taking that away from you. That's when you're a championship caliber team.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Murray out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Lyles in at the 4 slot. Here's Diaz. Oh, sweet move. The rebound by Murray. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Wing shot on the way. Good on the bucket.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
He's established himself as an MVP candidate. But what is the ceiling of SGA in your mind, Brent?
Well, if he's there now, is that good enough, BA? I mean, this guy has a chance to win an MVP award in the next 6 or 7 years, and is going to be considered that caliber of player for that stretch. That's pretty awesome. He can put up big numbers, which is more impressive.
Now here's Aldama, averaging around 5 points a game. Here's Diaz. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's the break. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You look at R.J. Barrett on TV, you don't realize the guy is 6'6", 214. He's got that size along with the shooting ability and a nice overall game.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for Aldama. And Barrett drops them both. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Here's Diaz. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Defended by Murray. Here's Diaz. 6 to shoot. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Barrett. Gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket on the night.
He's got the ability to do damage inside and out. SGA's not going to miss that.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Lou Dort, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Rubio. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Diaz, that's good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Murray against Rubio. Fires the 3. That shot is off. Defended by Murray. 52 seconds left to play in the first. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Murray. Dort outside. Alexander Walker with it. 5 to shoot. Down low. It's tipped. And the basket by Clark.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Rubio against Murray. Outside Rubio. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Brandon Clark.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First trip to the line for him here.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. From deep, Gilgeous Alexander.
What a play!
It's good! Are you kidding me?
Wow! Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer. Whew.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Man, it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Brandon Clark out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in at the point. Now here's Gilgeous Alexander. Brooks from outside. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous Alexander. Brooks has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And you got to at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Here's Rubio. Drilled from 11 feet out. And over the last few years, SGA has emerged as an all-NBA level player, Brent. What's been the key to his success?
I think the key, BA, to him is his confidence. I think that he feels like he is overlooked on a nightly basis and does not get the respect he deserves. So he comes in with that chip on his shoulder, and he plays the entire game, coming at any defense that people throw at him.
Going inside, and Clark with a block. Brooks outside. Pass to Gilgeous Alexander. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. He connects, and now he's 4 for 6 in today's game. And timeout called by Ty Lue. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And let's take a look at the top rookie rebounders. Well, you look at Hernan Gomez, 5th in the league, a really strong rebounder.
Rebounding is a skill that can easily translate into the pro game. He had a reputation for being good on the boards, and he has certainly delivered on that.
Gilgeous Alexander against Rubio. And Gilgeous Alexander with a block.
And the wingspan coming into play for SGA, just getting on top of that one.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Pass to Aldama. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Rebound by Olynyk.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Knocks down the triple. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
The shot's good.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
A minute 29 left to play in the first half of basketball. Outside Barrett. 14 feet away. Tipped. Aldama outside. Pass to Rubio. To the middle. Rebounded by Lyles. Gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Oh man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Inside. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And Rubio right now playing waiter, setting the table.
Rubio against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Barrett. Here's Lyles. He's scoreless. It's Barrett on the wing. Unable to get that one.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Rubio with the ball. They set the pick. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. Rubio's got 5 points in the quarter. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Up 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, but also disciplined.
And a look now at... Thanks for tuning in. Now...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he plays such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Murray. 5 on the clock. Here's Lyles. The 3 is up. No good that time. R.J. Barrett out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. Here's Diaz. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Diaz has got 5 now. Shooting a solid 53% from the floor. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. He's still feeling it. Aldama grabs the board.
Mr. Bunny, those are the shots you've got to convert.
Pass to Diaz. And here's Hernan Gomez. Here's Diaz, defended by Murray. There's a screen to the inside for the lead. Goes back up. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Outside Barrett, outside Murray. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And it's in there.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
Here's Diaz. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Hernan Gomez gets the bucket. Hernan Gomez has got his second basket of the night.
And that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Murray looking around. Releases. Aldama grabs a board. Aldama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Diaz. Aldama outside. for the lead. And that one good. 5 points in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. The 2K leaderboard shining a light on the league's best three-point shooting teams of late.
Incredible accuracy from deep over the past couple games. Great floor spacing. And, of course, their shooters have all the confidence in the world right now.
Pass to Brooks. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Oh, Clark with the slam. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
To the inside. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First free throw is good. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Barrett.
Taking 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Clark with a screen on Rubio. Pulls it in from the elbow, and the shot goes down. Murray's gotten 4 this quarter.
And the effort offensively from Jamal pays off that time.
Rubio against Murray. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Rubio. Over Murray. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Rubio's got 8 points.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
So there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Brandon Clark, Lugans Dort out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. The shot by Rubio, no good. Shooting 55% for the game so far. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. From undrafted to a key rotational player, Lou Dort's story is definitely inspirational, Brent.
This guy has worked so hard to make himself into an NBA player. But I will tell you this, B.A., he's never not believed that he wasn't one. And Lugans Dort continues to make improvements, and the guys on the team love the way he approaches it.
Soft touch off the glass.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. That one's true, and that's 9 for 12 for him now.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
First team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 23 points. Defended by Murray. Pass to Diaz. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
You know, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. He just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Showing great confidence from the line. That makes this a 2-possession game.
Here's Diaz. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Aldama outside. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA with the big finish on the fast break.
SGA able to slip out with that speed, escape up the court. From there, it's easy work.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Hernan Gomez on the wing, guarded by Olynyk. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Aldama. Pulls it. Rebound by Olynyk. Gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Here's Murray. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Diaz. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up by 9. So he gets them both.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
They're having a hard time stopping this run.
And BA, you can't afford to keep coming up empty.
Up top, Aldama. His first shot attempt. It's deflected. They retain possession. Yep, that one goes. 23 seconds left in the fourth. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense is right there. And so the road team gets the W in this one. It ends up being Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian.